In my opinion, the New Orleans Saints had to have a good season this year, or else Sean Payton probably would have been fired. That's just what I thought. But the Saints delivered with a good season, making the playoffs, and they were really close to making the NFC Championship game. Their season ultimately came down to a heartbreaking finish. It's now known as the Minneapolis Miracle, where their safety Marcus Williams, the rookie, missed a tackle. But other than that, I think the Saints are maybe 1 or 2 years away from winning the Super Bowl, maybe even three. I think the Saints will win a Super Bowl within the next 3 years. If you look at the Saints, how they are right now, they've now operated in a way they haven't operated ever since Drew Bress took over as quarterback. They showed themselves as a run first team with a great 1-2 tandem. I think the best 1-2 tandem in the NFL with Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara, who had a phenomenal rookie season. And the Saints, their defense was a lot better in 2017 than it was in years past. Because if this is your first time looking at my channel, I've been saying the Saints defense has been inconsistent for the last couple of years now. And the Saints defense was much better this season. But as you can see this draft behind me, that Saints defense could use some work. Because the Saints have some pieces on defense, but it's still not an elite defense. So as you can see in this draft behind me, I have a quarterback right here at the end. We're going to talk about that at the very end. But defensive end, safety, and linebacker are, I think, the three biggest needs of the Saints team. And notice how they're all three of those are defensive positions. Because the Saints defense, it improved. They really hit it big with Marshawn Lattimore last in the draft. So can they hit it big with somebody at 27? In fact, some of them might be available here at pick number 27. Marcus Davenport. I've been hearing about Marcus Davenport being a high quality first round pick. And I've seen mock drafts where Marcus Davenport's either in the top 10, but a lot of them I've seen lately, he's been just towards the end of this first round. And this could be where the Saints could strike on somebody like Marcus Davenport. A safety, I think that might be their pick in maybe the third or fourth round. And linebacker, they might try to, I don't know, some tells me they might try to sign maybe a safety or a linebacker in free agency. But on the last one right here, a quarterback. Now, the reason why I have quarterback right here, I know Drew Bress is an elite quarterback. But when I said that the Saints are 1 to 2 years, maybe even 3 years away from winning a Super Bowl, that's because I think the Saints only have 3 more years to get another Lombardi. Because I think Drew Bress only has 3 more years left. Because if Drew Bress does retire within the next 3 years, they know they have to win now. And if he only has actually maybe 2 or 3 years left, draft a quarterback, probably maybe towards late in the draft, maybe try to find somebody like, maybe try to find a JT Barrett or a Nick Shimanek. Try to find one of those types of quarterbacks in round 5 or 6. That just seems ideal. So if you go to this 27th pick, on what the pick would be, if I had to say the draft was tonight, I think if Marcus Davenport was still there at pick number 27, I think that's where the Saints would strike. Although I've seen a couple of people's opinions throughout comments of other YouTube channels and highlight films of these athletes, and what sticks out to them is tight end Dallas Goedert out of South Dakota State. I've seen a lot of teams say people say maybe the Saints are a team that would take Dallas Goedert at pick 27 because Dallas Goedert reminds me a little bit of a Zach Ertz. But I think it would be too early for the Saints to go with the tight end, considering their defense is the one that needs the biggest amount of work if they're going to make a run for another Lombardi within the next 3 years. Because the Saints might be assuming that the career of Drew Brees is coming to an end, maybe in 2 or 3 seasons. So the ideal pick for number 27 would be Marcus Davenport if he's still available.